Hey Glamazons, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're new. My name is Taryn, aka Glamazon with 3Z's. I can see why I don't usually come outside, you know? There's a lot going on. A lot going on. Even. Hey Glamazons, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Taryn, aka Glamazon with 3Z's. And as you can kind of see, I'm kind of in a different space right now. I'm actually house sitting, or I guess, well, house sitting slash dog sitting. And so I apologize if, the noise is a little too loud over there. There's some kids playing and there's music. And then I have two dogs that are right here. So if you happen to see a furry head anywhere, it's okay. It's all right. See, here's one right here. And as you can tell from the title of this video, hey, it girl, dropping a bag is not self-care. Now, this video isn't going to be too long. I'm going to make it short. But basically, the bottom line is self-care is not centered around consumerism. Self-care is whatever you define self-care is for you. If that means self-care is sitting in your car listening to 32 podcasts in one episode, then do that. Especially if you got a car note you got to pay each month. I mean, you're just getting your money's worth. If doing handstands off your bed is self-care, do that. If sitting at the park, just being in the moment and staring off into space, which I do a lot. If that's self-care for you, do it. Journaling, reading, whatever it is, if whatever it is that you enjoy doing to care for yourself is self-care, then do that. I'm here to let you know that self-care does not revolve around consumerism or material things. Self-care is not something you can buy at the store. I mean, sometimes it is. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it is. Like, going to the spa or maybe a certain, type of food, a certain sweet, like definitely, but just know that it does not always revolve around spending your coins. I mean, some would argue that self-care is consumerism, but is it? That's what they want you to think. People are always pushing this story of retail therapy and getting all these different products in order to make yourself feel better, whether it's for skincare or going to the spa or buying this or buying that. And some things that I actually might say now might actually resonate with some of the things that I said in the last video last week, which was basically about being in debt because you're trying to be that girl, when really I was really just trying to redefine it like, hey, that girl is someone who actually takes care of themselves mentally, physically, spiritually. It does not have to revolve around consumerism or spending your money. So once again, what are we talking about again is social media. We get on social media, Instagram, TikTok. We have all these ads pushing and throwing products at us. And like I said before, you don't need that, girl. You don't need that. You do not need that. Yeah, okay, the money might be in your bank account, but really trust me, you don't need that. Nothing is wrong with buying things, but when it comes to the point where, you're revolving everything around self-care, oh, I had a bad day, oh, this and that, oh, I worked so hard on this, that's completely fine. But when it ends up being something more that you're doing like daily or weekly, like, girl, may you want to tone back a little. Self-care does not always mean buying something, always spending your money on something. Like I said, self-care can be like investing in yourself. That's what self-care is. It's investment. It's investment in yourself. So if you're buying these designer things or all this and that, don't do that. Like going to the spa, getting a mani-pedi, getting a massage, like things like that, that's fine. But just know, self-care does not revolve around consumerism. Now, don't get me wrong, nothing is wrong with spending money on things, especially if you really want it and you feel like you deserve it. Trust me, this world is ghetto and I'm already knowing it. So yes, we definitely deserve, that time of that retail therapy, get away from things, but just know it does not revolve around consumerism and actually spending money on things. Like I said, self-care can really just be just sitting there, being with yourself, listening to a podcast or reading or journaling, or even just like talking to someone that you really care about, your partner. That could be self-care right there. You know what I mean? Yoga, meditation, it doesn't always have to revolve around spending money. And let me just say, nothing is wrong with spending money on things to feel better, that's self-care, retail therapy, or, whatever it is that you're spending your money on to care for yourself. Nothing is wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the point where, you really don't have the money and, something that actually, made you want to buy something that's so-called self-care, don't let people do that. Don't let people do that. Whatever is self-care for you, do that. If reading a book, that's free. If, listening to a podcast, that's free. Somewhat. Well, depending on what platform it is, walking your dog, that's free. or talking to a loved one about, maybe something you're going through or just life in general or some kind of topic that, get your mind off of things. That's free. Things like that. All I'm saying is self-care is not something that you always have to buy at the store. Sometimes it's right there in your own home. It's right there right in front of you. It's right there sitting in the kitchen. It's right there in your office. It's right there on YouTube. It does not always have to revolve around consumerism, stacking up products, or spending money, especially money that you don't have. If you are that girl or the it girl, trust me, you already know it. You do not need to drop a bag in order for people to know that you are that girl or it girl. Hell, I'm that girl. Like I said, y'all, I didn't want this video to be super long. I wanted it to be really short just to kind of get the message across that self-care does not revolve around consumerism and buying material things, but more so around what you enjoy doing for yourself. If you have any tips or advice for what self-care is for you or what you think self-care is, drop them below. And also, if you have anything that you do for self-care, drop that below too, whether it's spending money or not spending money. Like I said, it's a balance. I'm not saying that it has to revolve around spending money on things, but there should be a balance. Yeah, if you have any tips or comments on what self-care is for you, make sure to drop them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget that you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram at Glamazon with 3 Z's, and I will see you next time. Bye.